Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So we figured, honestly, we didn't have anything in mind to film, if I'm being completely honest. I was like, we've pre-filmed a lot, and then we're like, oh, we've got so much in backup. We post 3 times a week. There wasn't that much in backup. And so now we're trying to get some stuff out. So we decided to do a favorites video because we talk about our favorite products all the time, but like not in like a video.
We haven't done a favorites video in a while, probably because our favorites don't change that often.
Yeah, they're always in our project pans and stuff, so.
Yeah, and we do have a couple favorites in here that are a little bit newer. A lot newer. We'll have a haul video coming up previous to this. So bear that in mind, but they are still favorites. We'll explain everything as we go.
Let's start. I want to start out with this colored rain sponge. So I hated this at first because it's almost like
a Tempur-Pedic pillow.
Yeah, so basically when you wet it, if you don't leave it to dry or like squeeze it out on a towel, it's too wet and it makes my foundation separate. But I do really like these. The only thing is we have a couple of them.
The orange one that we have, I don't know if it's consistent about the board across the board, but the orange one doesn't like, if you you squeeze a sponge, it comes right back.
It doesn't come right back.
Not the orange one. It just goes like, and then it'll slowly, like, I did it one night because Rachel was like, why does this one never come back? And I was like, oh, it probably just has too much soap in it. So I rinsed it out, like squeezed it, and it like raisined up on me. And I was like, okay. So I left it out to dry. And when I went to get a sponge the next morning to do my makeup, it was still there, but like slightly puffier, like,
yeah, it's so
lost. It's
funny. I do really like the sponges, just not those, because you can't get them to stay in shape.
Yeah, it's strange.
I don't know what it is, but it's hilarious. So like I don't regret buying that one just for the comedy aspect of it. It's the best $7 I've ever spent.
More of a recent favorite eye primer for us is the MAC Paint Pot. We have it in Painterly. I'm glad we didn't get soft ochre because I hate that everything runs yellow. But this is a really nice, like, kind of soft beigey pink tone for your eyes, and it really holds the eyeshadow. We used to have soft ochre and it creased on us. But now it doesn't. I was using the ABH one, worked great for us, and then it stopped, and I'm panning that and I hate it so much. And
I've been using it for my brows.
Paint Pot just works so well. It doesn't crease, it's not dry and crusty. It's just a really trusty eye primer if you want one with coverage. If not, go with like Primer Potion from Urban Decay is really good, that kind of thing. But Paint Pot has been working swimmingly, so.
Also, I think this may be incorrect, but I think I discovered like a little life hack. Let's say you put on an eyeshadow primer, okay? And then 2 seconds later you look in your mirror and there's 16 creases. I think that's an indication that it's not going to hold up regardless. I think I decided that.
I mean, I normally go with the second time blotting it out is the time that it's gonna
But
crease.
Paint Pot only does one small crease on me and then I can tap it out, but like ABH will crease like 16 times,
yeah.
and I'm like,
yeah, Ploise is the biggest offender, but
whatever. This is really recent, but I just want to talk about it a little bit. This is from Salt New York. It's the little zipper palette thing. I think this is really cute, but the magnetic palette is not what I'm going to be talking about because it's brand new and it's like, you know, it's cute.
It's magnetic.
But I don't really do my makeup on the go. So there's that. But these are the Cream Tint Pros from Salt New York. I'll have to look up all the shades we have. This is like the lightest contour. This is like the third one, I think.
This is medium. This is a medium bronzer.
And then these are 2 blushes. The blushes look really similar but a little bit different on the cheeks. She said, what's her name?
Kiki G.
Kiki G said that they feel like nothing, and we're like, what do you mean? Like everything feels like something, you know, like just lightweight. No, these feel like nothing. It's really incredible. I don't even know how to explain it. Like you put it on and you're like, did I put something on?
They feel like absolutely nothing, and they blend really easily. They're a perfect amount of pigmentation where it's not too much, it's not too little. She has a great shade range in them, and they would be versatile for every single skin type. I swear to God, they work for dry skin, oily skin, anywhere in between. I think they are so good.
Yeah, they dry to a natural finish, not matte, not satin, not dewy, natural.
Skin-like.
Natural. It's insane. I think that this would be so good on a day to not wear foundation. Like I think these would be elite
over just
bare skin.
And this is one sort of in the same realm. It's just kind of a powder version. But this is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. I didn't think I was going to love this as much as I do. We got it in a BoxyCharm. And for one, this is my daughter's favorite palette to play with. She always, she'll walk in here and she'll go, eyes? Why are we not in focus? What is happening? Anyway, this is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit. I had no idea that I was actually going to love this so much. It's my daughter's favorite thing to play with. When she comes in here, she'll go, eyes, and she'll grab a brush and she'll start digging in here. I don't know why this is her favorite, but these powders are really, really, really nice. They're really smooth. I don't use this deepest shade because it's just far too deep for me, but I do like this one a lot as a blush, the deep highlight shade. Or just to, like, if you have a blush that's too, like, rosy and you want it more peach, like, peach it up. Yeah, it's a really good blush kind of topper or mixer. And then these two contour shades are really great to mix together, and I like these two lighter ones, not for under my eyes, but to clean up contour. They have a good amount of pigmentation to them, and they're really soft, smooth, lightweight powder. This is really good if you're somebody who does still support Too Faced. I know a lot of people don't. I'm not necessarily against them completely, but I'm also not, like,
we honestly don't buy much from them anyway.
This was BoxyCharm, so that kind of thing. But this is a really, really good contour palette if you're kind of in the market for one and you don't want to get the Natasha Denona one.
So I want to talk about this lip gloss. Okay, I've had it in my collection forever. It doesn't look like this. It's clear. This is the number 7 High Shine Lip Gloss. I was just grabbing things to, like, throw in my purse because I always have a couple purse lip glosses or, like, a...
I think we got this for freelancing, actually, when we were doing wedding makeup.
Oh, we may have, yeah.
We picked it up at Walgreens while we were getting
clear
lashes.
Gloss. Yeah, so we grabbed it so we could put some gloss on some bitches. But this is really high shine. Hold on, let me put it on. It's very lovely. I don't know how to explain it. It's definitely, like, not a sticky lip gloss at all.
It's not super long wearing.
No. Wears off within, like, an hour probably. It's not super long wearing, but I don't care because I reapply gloss 16 to 20 times a day. But it's very, like, comfortable, and I just love it so much. I don't know what to say. I love, to me, since it's, like, cheaper, since I don't consider it, like, my fave gloss, like, or I haven't, I do now, I just throw it on top of any lipstick because it's a clear gloss, so I don't mind getting it all mucky, but it's really, really nice. I'm wondering, like, once I'm out of this, maybe I'll try, like, the Essence one or the e.l.f. one, because they're just clear glosses that people rave about. But this is so pretty, and it's really not sticky at all. I like sticky glosses, but I know a lot of people don't, so
if you don't. So this is the Lottie London Freckle Tint. If you don't know us, we freaking love faux freckles. If you have freckles and you're offended by that,
I'm so sorry for your loss. You're stupid.
Really know what to tell you. But I think this is so cool. I didn't like it initially because it's a very red tone. Let me see if you'll be able to see it in a swatch. But it's a little red tone. I'll just freckle my hand real quick so you can see how it works. You can see. So it's like very... it's really watery. So what we do is we put the freckles down and then we just use our finger and tap them out like this all over our face, and it gives the most natural... it gives, like, the most natural freckles ever. I was doing faux freckles, if you've seen a few of my, like, recent tutorials. I was just doing them with like powders or like a brow gel or anything like that, and they were very intentionally placed, so they weren't, like,
supposed to be natural.
They weren't supposed to be realistic or natural in any way because I didn't know how to achieve that. But this is a really good product for that. I think it's cheap. I think it's just this one shade, but it's a cheap alternative to the Freck pen, and it's on Ulta, so...
We apologize to Cover FX for slandering their Water Cloud primer. If you saw one of, like, our most recent 2020 project pan, I was like, what is this? Garbage. You put it on. Oh, sorry, I'm running low. And it's a thickums. Oops. Alright, so here it is. It's like a gel blue kind of color, and it's kind of like, it's just like jelly.
Slightly tacky.
It's hydrating everywhere. Party. But anyway, this leaves such, how do I explain it without making it feel gross? So it leaves almost like you can feel a barrier between your makeup and your skin. Like, you can almost feel that barrier when you put it on. You can tell that there's a barrier. I don't know how to explain it, but it's lovely. I love it so much. It's definitely hydrating, but it's so, like, thick that it almost makes you feel like the makeup isn't touching your skin, which I know isn't true, but that's kind of how it makes you feel. I don't know, this stuff has been doing it for me, and I'm gonna be out, like, in not that long, so that's just depressing. But I really like it, and Cover FX has been on a lot of sales. I don't know if they're discontinuing everything or if they're leaving Sephora.
I know they're not on Sephora anymore.
But they've been having a lot of sales recently, so I would recommend this along with the Dewy Primer.
I want to re-announce my love for ColourPop Super Shocks. This one is the newest to me. This is Ladybird. It's an icy champagne sort of tone. It's a lot like, let me actually, anyway. The shade Ladybird from ColourPop is very similar to my favorite shade on the planet, which is this one from the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette. So let me do a little comparison swatch. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference on camera. This one here is Pat McGrath, and this one is ColourPop. So the only difference between them is the ColourPop one is slightly whiter. It's a little more icy. The Pat McGrath one has a little more like actual texture to them. ColourPop Super Shocks have a lot of shimmer, but not a lot of like chunky glitter, at least not these. And then the Pat McGrath one is just a little warmer. It's more of a champagne. This one's more of a pink champagne. But they're really similar, and they'll give you a very similar vibe, like very wet, sparkly eyelid kind of thing. So yeah, Ladybird is one of my favorites, and then this one, what the hell are you called? Frog from ColourPop.
I've dug the crap into that thing. We're like halfway done with it.
Oh my god. The way I have beat this up, and Rachel beat it up once she realized how beautiful it was. I'll swatch it over here. Okay. This one over here is Frog. You probably won't be able to tell too much because everything's shiny, but it's more of a pink tone, but it has like rainbow glitter sprinkled throughout it. And it just makes your lids look wet. Like, I know everybody is off of ColourPop Super Shocks,
but we never really got on them.
Not in the way that we should have. And I love them dearly. These are my two favorites right now, but we have a few more, which I still love.
So these are Ugly as Sin, just so you know. These are like Tarte magnetic palettes. We've got these on Ulta, but you can get them on the Tarte website. They've got some really good magnetic palettes. I wish that they would just put them in like plain colors, or like,
because this camo is an atrocity.
This camo is horrible, but I love how small this one is. So we both have one. This one is mine that I just put together the other day, just like a quick little neutral thing. And then this one is Vic's that has like more like cool tones, and then like some pink and, you know, black and white. But these are like the perfect size. They've got a really good sized like small mirror in here. It's perfect. They're super sturdy. Like, you can kind of like throw them around and nothing flies out, you know, like they're super sturdy. And I love everything about these. We have a larger one as well that's got like leopard print or something. Like, can we just have a normal colored magnetic palette?
This holds my custom rainbow palette.
But these are so good. They're like thick. They're heavy duty magnetic palettes. So I really like these, and you know, you can choose from a variety of sizes, but I like the small ones just to throw in like everyday things, or if you're somebody who doesn't really depot palettes very often, but you buy a couple single shadows, then you can throw single shadows in here. They're just like perfect for travel, and you can reorganize them. I love everything about them. They're perfect, other than the fucking packaging.
Glossier Stretch Concealer. If this is not the most gorgeous, balmy, dewy goodness, this is very versatile in the way that we can use it. So I was really suicidal because I'm panning the Huda Beauty concealer, and that one is very full coverage. I still love it. It's a really beautiful concealer, but I wanted to use this one, this light coverage Balmy Dream. And so Rachel was like, oh, just add it over that concealer. So if you have a concealer that's too matte, or you just want it to be a little more luminous in finish, add a little bit of this on top and it will transform everything. This also works as a great like easy foundation if you have a color that matches your skin tone like that. It's just a really,
it could also be used as like a highlighter.
It's
because it's so wet.
It's so balmy. It's just absolutely stunning. There's nothing wrong with this at all. I don't know. We saw the Taylor Wynn now on YouTube. She did a video testing Glossier, and she said that this had like virtually no coverage and she was unimpressed, and I was like very offended. Unsubscribing right now.
You can get like a highlight low medium.
Highlight low medium. It's really best concealer I've ever tried, hands down.
Alright, this is the e.l.f. liquid highlight. Yet another item I am panning and will be very sad when this leaves. I'm wearing it today on top of another highlighter. No, God, I thought I'd sneeze. So it doesn't have a name or a shade name. It's just e.l.f. liquid highlighter. It's $4. They don't have it on Ulta anymore, but they have it on the e.l.f. website. It is just, holy cow, it is so nice. It's like a light champagne kind of shade. It's kind of icy, but it's so like balmy and almost and oily that you can just rub it in and get the most natural. There's definitely some glitter in it still, but like the most like dewy, natural kind of
wet shine
finish. I like adding this on top of powder highlights because I think it photographs really well. It is a little bit icier than I prefer all the time with this on top of a powder highlight, but it does just like amp up your highlighter in the most natural way. And I really like it, and since it's only $4, it's lovely, and it's so good on the chest and the body.
It's good on the chest.
Oh, I need a body version of this ASAP Rocky.
We've recently fallen in love with brown eyeliner like crazy. This is the one from LA Girl, the Shockwave eyeliner in brown. I think it's called Shockwave. I'll figure that out later. But this is a really nice eyeliner actually. These are really affordable and they're pretty creamy. The neon ones are okay. They're fine. I've come to the conclusion that no neon liner is going to work the way I want it to, not a pencil anyway, in the waterline. They're just more sheer than I want and it makes me upset and I have to stab my eyeballs. But if you're in the market for a good brown eyeliner, this one is doing it for us.
Speaking of neon liners, we got this mini set of neon liners. Oh, shit. From By Melops. They're like an indie brand. Evidently every brand is now selling like pastel liners and stuff like that, so you can probably get them on AliExpress. But I do quite enjoy these. They are very vibrant. You don't have to do 2 coats if you don't want. I prefer doing 2 coats just to get maximum opacity. But you've got this like fun green, this like
these are water activated
yellow
as well.
Yes, water activated. There is a black, I haven't used this one yet, a purple, an orange, a blue, and then a more like corally orange pink color, and then a hot pink that I dropped. These are just really nice and they're fun because they're water activated, so you know they're not going to dry out. So you can't put them in the water line for that reason, just an FYI. But I'm glad we got them because we've been wanting some fun eyeliners for a while now and we really couldn't get a hold of any that worked for us. We bought the ColourPop ones and try and make a wing with one of those. I dare you, unless it's the red one.
Unless it's the red, purple, or burgundy,
it's hard.
You won't get them. So this is, we will have mentioned this in our haul video. This is the Tom Ford Badass Mascara.
I should have never bought it for her.
It's really good.
It's so good.
I mean, you can get a nice mascara effect with drugstore mascaras or more affordable mascaras, for sure. I'm not saying this is the end-all be-all of mascaras.
I am.
But I am saying that is the end-all be-all of mascaras, and that you will never find another mascara like this. I will have to search high and low for a dupe because this has like a plastic wand. It really, after like 2 to 3 coats is pretty much all I need. And my lashes look like falsies, like they touch my eyebrows. And they don't look like spidery, chunky, weird like that. You get enough volume and enough length, and it stays, when it dries, it's like a tacky kind of texture. Like when you're like a regular mascara, when it's just about to dry and you can like push your lashes up and then they'll stay curled like that. This is the texture of this mascara. So if your lashes get like falling throughout the day, you can just be like, and it'll stick right back up. The only downfall to that though is like Rachel was like torturing me the other day and like massaging my neck because I was like lying on like that.
It's like hell.
And so she was like, she was like killing me and my face was in a pillow and I was like, ah! And my lashes, it looked like I had like 3 giant lashes sticking everywhere.
Sticky, so they were like,
so they were chunked together, but it's easy enough to like comb through and fix that. But just a heads up, if you plan on purchasing a damn near $50 mascara.
2 mascaras as well. This one is the Tarte Manator mascara. I got it because it was on sale at Ulta and I quite like it.
It's very nice.
I like it as a layering mascara. So here's the thing about me, I can't use one mascara. I have to use 2 to 3 mascaras every time I do my eyelashes. I have to have different wand shapes and different ways to get out. My eyelashes are very finicky, so I have I'm a very high maintenance bitch when it comes to mascara. So I really like this one. And it does transfer a little bit, but not horribly. It doesn't flake horribly either. And the formula is not too wet and not too dry. So I really, really like it. Right, like the first coat, it looks like it does nothing, but you do a couple coats and it really amps it up. I really quite like it. And this is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. This is relatively new to our collection, but this is really nice. We used the L'Oreal Butterfly Mascara was...
Yeah, the one that Johnny recommended.
Yeah, was our holy grail for a while. That's what started getting us into really not wearing falsies as much, because we were on vacation and we were like, whoa, whoa.
I had one of my cousins was like, oh, I love this mascara, and I was like, no. Try this one. I gave her that L'Oreal one, and she was like in the bathroom, but I just heard her go, wow!
Yeah, it's so good. But the Bambi Eye one's really good too. It's got a plasticky wand. I prefer plasticky ones.
But it really does do that like doe-eyed effect for you.
Yeah.
Not a lot of volume, but a lot of length.
So that's why I like to use it in conjunction, because I like length and I also like volume. But those are 3 mascaras that are pretty good. Tom Ford beats both of these by a lot, but I bought it for Vic, so I told myself I'm not going to use it a bunch, otherwise I'm going to go through this $50 mascara for what? For what? For myself, and that's rude because I bought it for her.
And then, no shock here, but we did kind of fall off the wagon of using these. These are all of our Cliona glitter multi-chromes and our jeweled multi-chromes up here. There is one missing because it's in my custom palette, but these just, they're perfect. I just don't...
They're unbeatable.
I don't think you can get better eyeshadow than these. I even had... there was somebody that commented on, maybe it was our Cliona video or something else where I showed a Cliona shadow, and she was like, oh, I love the Cliona ones. I just ordered some from this other brand. And I was like, oh, do you have like a favorite? She said she had a big collection of like glittery multi-chromes. And I was like, oh, do you have a favorite brand for those? Or is it just like you like all of them? And she's like, nope, Cliona beats them all by a landslide. They're just to die for. I love the texture. I love the finishes. I'm glad I picked up the entire bundle of the glitter multi-chromes. And I like to use the jeweled multi-chromes actually as like a layering outer corner kind of piece. I do like them all over the lid occasionally with a really
They're just
deep
so
kind of
smoky,
smoky eye. Yeah. But I think they work really well as a cool little shifty moment over like a dark base on your outer corner.
So this is a little nude sticks thing. It's the Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Purity. This is so nice. It's a matte lip and cheek pencil. It was like a sample, so it's a mini size, and it is the most beautiful, like warm, toasty. It almost is cool tone too. It makes no sense to me. It's like this red, it's like a brick, purple, red, orange. It's so pretty. There's so many different undertones. It's a perfect lip liner. It works really well as like a toasty blush. It works really well as a lipstick. Let me share it out for you so you can kind of see.
I was a little concerned about it on the lips because intense matte, but somehow there are matte lipsticks that are like semi-comfortable to wear. Like for me, the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Inks, those are semi-comfortable to wear. They're still not comfortable though. Like I can feel them. This one you can't, and it doesn't do that weird like crackly breakup thing. It's so flattering. It's so flattering it is.
So I'm really interested to have more shades of these. I know their shades are all like multi-use, so they've got like ones that are glittery, that like sparkly, that you can use for like a highlighter and stuff as well. But it really kind of gets me more interested into the brand because I love my Nudies Bloom blushes, but I didn't think the matte formula would be something I would enjoy, and I do enjoy it, so that's exciting. So maybe in the future I'll get like a bundle or something when it's on sale, or if they've got like a mini bundle, because I mean this is a couple times sharpened, but it's big enough that I wouldn't go through it that fast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I could repurchase the shades I actually like. But yeah, I really like this, and I'm really I want to do a dive into nude sticks now, like little. But anyway, I guess that completes our little favorites video for you today. So I hope it was helpful. We didn't put too much eyeshadow in here because honestly, since we're project panning stuff, is any of it a favorite, or is it just a pain in the ass?
Yeah, I mean, we still love the shadows that we're panning, but you know, you get guilt from not using them, so sometimes you get burnt out. But you know, I'm still, you know, our eyeshadow looks good or whatever. And we're both blondes. Yeah, we just did my roots this morning. If you are somebody that does your hair at home, get the L'Oreal bleach. What's it called?
Quick Blue.
The Quick Blue. It's the best. We did tone it a bit with purple shampoo, so I just let that sit for about 15 minutes on damp hair.
It could definitely be like,
there's some
right
brassy tones
could definitely be a
still
little bit
up
better,
here, but it did tone it enough for my comfort level. I'm thinking of going lavender. Actually, I will be going lavender. I have dye in the mail. I don't know if I'll let this blonde moment happen for a bit. I don't know if I'll bleach my eyebrows. I've just been doing them lighter with concealer, but we'll see what I feel like doing.
Yeah, I got blue dye and baby pink, so we'll see what it is. We'll test out a new dye brand, so we'll probably do a video on it just for shits.
It's supposed to be a bond smoother, like an Olaplex
dye
sort of thing. So
sign me up.
Very excited to try those.
But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know your current favorites, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye!